Doesn't usually cover the line of the ball, stays inside the line, so that was well executed. He's a killer batsman against medium pace, Shoaib. Finds a way to survive and do well in T20 format. You see that front foot planted on that middle stump. Didn't cover the line away on that offside to get that bat through the line of the ball. That's gone fine for runs. Will it find the fence? The outfield is extremely fast.
Yeah, he's a part-time bowler, so you're taking a gamble to bring him on at this stage, knowing that, yes, they require more wickets. But it's not the sort of a total that you would have hoped for initially when you batted, but beautiful touch there once again from Shoaib Malik. Letting the ball coming onto the bat and playing it so late, playing it fine, and picking up its second boundary in the over.
Quite capable of playing the field, Shoaib. 3 men in the ring on the offside to beat. What are the bowling options, Atha, for Bangladesh? Who would you have preferred?
Well, if you look at the two batsmen in the crease, two right-handers, I would have had Aminul Islam, the right-arm leg spinner, to come into the attack. But he did well in the recently concluded Bangladeshi BPL when he picked up 12 wickets.
Problem is, if they're chasing or defending, in fact, 142, then you can't allow a partnership to brew. 7 done, 47 for 2.
Ronaldo! What a phenomenon he is! Griezmann is there to finish it off. Harry Kane for England. That's a stunning goal. Oh, blockbuster!
Europe's biggest sporting spectacle, the UEFA Euro 2020, starts 12th June, live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
Hafiz played a couple of very good, delectable shots. Hassan Ali has looked decent. He's looked pretty engaged, top edge, ending the tenure of number 3 Pakistani batsman. Hafiz was done by Mustafizur. Your choice is on Aminul Islam coming on to bowl, Atha. Just 20 years of age, a bit raw, but obviously they back him. Always a good choice, a good selection to have a leg spinner in. Gives you an opportunity to pick wickets. It's going to be all about adjustment for this young kid. It's a slow pitch, so your good length has got to be a little fuller than when you bowl on a quicker surface.
Yeah, early days for him, and he needs to learn quickly. He needs to force the batsman come onto the front foot. I wouldn't mind having a slip in place also, Ramiz, to add a little bit of an extra pressure, because Shoaib Malik has just come on to bat. Yes, he had a wonderful time in the Bangladeshi BPL where he scored 455 runs, 4th highest run getter in that tournament. So no thing too about the bowling attack of Bangladesh.
See, Pakistan would be pretty happy just milking the singles, so you've got to make it tough for them. I don't think that an attempt will be made to hit the ball up in the air at this stage. So got to read the mind of the opposition opponents. What they're trying to do here is to build a little bit of flow and partnership. And they'd be quite happy just managing this phase with a lot of singles.
Yeah, he's been short every time he's come on to bowl. The first 3 deliveries, the batsmen are very adept to come on to the back foot and then just play it on the onside. The 50 comes up with that single. Open spaces on the onside. Nobody protecting the single on the onside inside the circle.
The fielder's got to come in. If you're there in the ring, you've got to stop that single. He's quite canny that way, Shoaib Malik. He'll continue to milk this situation. It's an easy situation for him to manage because the field is spread. All he has to do is to get 6 of 6 balls and Pakistan would be on course.
Well, somehow the youngster Aminul Islam has to force the batsman to play on the offside. They have 3 fielders inside the circle on the offside trying to save the singles, but every time he's come on to bowl, the runs has been taken on the onside. And it was quite impressive in India in the T20 internationals, and he's been a good inclusion for Bangladesh.
Got to pitch it up. Make the batsman drive. 8 done, 53 for 2.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
Love for cricket knows no boundaries. Women in blue take on 2 cricketing giants. 2020 Women's Tri-Nation Series starts Friday 31st January. Live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Right him over. Two.
Turning out to be a wonderful evening here in Lahore. The weather is mild. Beautiful sunlight. The crowd is in. Timings were changed for the T20 series because Lahore was bitterly cold. It was dark and dull 7 days back. Bit of dew around, so I think better sense prevailed, and I think this is pretty decent timing to have a fair T20 contest in the afternoon. Afif Hussain, tell us a bit about him, Arthur.
He came into the scene in the T20 format. He's been very good. Started with a 5-wicket haul on debut in the T20 format in BPL, and since then he's certainly caught the eye of a selector. He opens the inning in the BPL last season in the Bangladesh BPL 2009 and scored more than 300 runs, and he occasionally bowls off spin. So he'll be hoping that he can get a bit of a grip and turn from this surface. But it's not going to be easy because both these batsmen are looking pretty at ease with a partnership. T20 required run rate of less than 8 runs an over. They're going at a rate of 6.6, so they need to do something different for Bangladesh. Gets a close-in fielding. Yeah. Shakib not available. They didn't pick up Taijul Islam. Taijul is a regular in Test match cricket. And they're also going through a transition period when you're seeing so many youngsters playing for the team. It's been a very long time when you've seen a team from Bangladesh not picking up a left-arm spinner. So it's important for someone like Afif and Aminul Islam to grab this opportunity with both hands and ensure they have a good game. Head coach Russell Domingo will be hoping that the young guns can fire up with the ball. They need a wicket here. They need to break this partnership.
Pakistan slowly regaining the lost turf, building up momentum and pressure on Bangladesh. At times it takes simple things to get the job done. No heroics needed even in T20 run chase. It's just about managing the gaps. 14 balls, 14 singles, 9 done, 59 for 2.
Exclusive on Sony 10-1.
84 matches, now leads them as well. 31 wickets. Just wondering why he didn't get himself on before some of the other spinning options.
Yeah, he had a bit of a problem with his shoulder. Took a bit of a gap, did not bowl for a while, but he's fit to bowl. But he believes that the youngsters can do this part with the ball. Islam Biplop.
Well, that was hit extremely hard and well saved by the man at the fence. But bowler didn't have a lot of time to react.
Well, he created the chance. I know it's a very difficult chance. Have a look at this. He smashed it. Did he really attempt to grab that one? Came a little bit quick.
Nicely flighted into the gap once again. Another single. 16 balls, 16 singles.
Yeah, no real pressure being applied by Bangladesh at the moment. You just mentioned 16 singles in the last 16 deliveries. You've got to do something different. Now the skipper is having a chat with the youngster. What is he asking him to do?
Four runs. Breaks the momentum, the rhythm that was being created with all those singles, and that's the issue. If you leak those singles, there'll be an opportunity for that 4-ball hit as well, and so that just destabilizes your strategy. And I guess the question to ask is singles, or they should be happy looking to attack and pick a wicket. Up in the air and falls short. Miscued by Ehsan. Into the 30s now, Ehsan Ali.
Yeah, not a very good shot from Ehsan Ali. He's got away with that. He's just picked up the boundary of the previous delivery. This one, it was a little bit wide, got the bottom part of the bat. It could have easily gone to the throat of that fielder. Mistimed it and worked in his favor.
It's a smallish run chase, 142 to get. Partnership of 32 in that term means a fair deal. So when should Bangladesh be a little worried about this partnership? When should they get their best bowler in, Mustafizur? They need a breakthrough. That length will really not work for Bangladesh. The leg spin has been clearly on the shorter side. 10 overs bowled, 68 for 2.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Melbourne Stars versus Brisbane Heat tomorrow, 1:40 p.m. KFC Big Bash League. Live on Sony 10-3.
Not a lot to choose between the two sides at this stage. First 10 overs done and dusted, and it's pretty even Stevens. Pakistan 74 away from making it one zip of 60 balls. Shouldn't be tough. 8 wickets in hand, but of late they've been hammered in T20 format, so that must be playing on the mind. Shamim, happy with how Bangladesh have approached the game with the ball?
Indeed, I think they can take a lot of heart from the way they've approached it. The only point of concern is that they're allowing the singles, the milking of the runs. And that's been the essential difference between the two inningses. When Bangladesh were not getting the runs, they're playing a lot of dot balls. They're being forced into playing risky shots over the top. In the process, they lost wickets. The Pakistani approach has been much more As I speak, it's up in the air, but it's pretty safe. Just seem to be reaching for that ball. Yeah, not often that you have been seen the Pakistani batsman forced into that kind of a shot, as I was mentioning.
I think they've got to somehow force that mindset on the Pakistan that this pitch is not 100%, that some balls will stop, stay low, so you've got to be careful. So the ball is not coming onto the bat at all, so hitting the ball hard is going to be difficult. Might as well get the field in, because Pakistan are quite happy to take those singles and get stuff going.
Absolutely. If you try and ensure that the runs dry out, you've got to do that. Shoaib Malik knows Shommo Shawkat pretty well. They've played against each other recently. Shommo can be very deceptive with his pace, or the lack of it. You see, there's evidence of that. Batsman getting through the shot even before the ball arrives. And what happens with people who have done their homework at Shommo, they think he's a part-time bowler. He comes in, batsmen get a little complacent, try to take him on, and the process lose it.
Change of blade for Shoaib Malik. He's asked for a bat that has a better middle, I think, even though he's not done too badly. 19 from 17 balls. There's the off-cutter. That's another single leaked.
Yeah, I think they'll be pretty happy with the milking of the runs here. No pressure being created. The target within reach. 69 of 55 balls with 8 wickets in hand. You'd easily give it to the batting unit. Desperately need a big breakthrough here. The Bangladeshis, they're going to stay in this game. At the moment, seem to be going through the motions, which is not the right way of going about it.
After 11 overs, 74 for 2.
Check out, please.
Rupees 3,520 for your single room, sir.
Rupees 2,720 for your single room.
What?
If you use Trivago, you can scan hotel deals from major booking sites, so you can find a better deal for your hotel room. Try Trivago next time. Hotel Trivago.
There are several ways to witness greatness, but we bring you the perfect chance to experience Australian Open the way it's supposed to be. We are waiting for you. Bring your gang at the nearest socials outlet. Australian Open, live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10-2.
Getting a bit of bite out of the wicket, getting his cutters in. But once he tried to bring the in-swing delivery to the right-hander, he was drifting down the leg side. So accuracy, the forte for the bowlers at the moment. Obviously, containment will be the target, but wickets, very essential.
Somehow has got to force the batsman to hit over the top. And he can only do that, invite that shot, if he keeps things tight. Pakistan would be quite happy just grabbing this with both hands. The idea of Bangladesh allowing them easy rotation.
You just can't let the batsman settle down. You see, against spin this innings, the runs, the boundaries, just the single. So I think Aminul Islam is enticing. As you're mentioning, you need to try and make them go for the big shots.
There hasn't been a dot ball now in the last 4 overs from spin. .2 overs from Aminul, none for 17. He's conceded a 4. The rest have been all singles.
They sometimes the leg spinner purchases his wickets. And it's up in the air. How far is that going? Oh, just beyond the fielder. It was in the air. The batsman must have had his heart in his mouth for a while. It's eventually resulted in a boundary.
He saw where the fielder was at that mid-wicket range. Shoaib Malik hanging back and middling it very nicely.
he'll take it. And just as I said, it's good from the young Aminul in trying to make the batsman go for the shots.
That's not good fielding. That fielder is at point. He's within the 30-yard circle. And so if you allow a single from that range, then obviously you're not able to put any kind of pressure. And pressure yields results.
Yeah, Mahmudullah Riyad should be a little more proactive. He himself is hanging back on the 30-yard circle. You really need to be 5 yards inside. Attack up in there. Now there's an opportunity here. Is someone going to get to it? This is taken by Shanto. That's the wicket they wanted. And that's what Aminul was looking to get.
Not a great shot from the debutant. Shanto is the substitute, and so he held on to it very nicely. A result for leg spinner. Just went a little across the line, across the spin, and it was well managed, well handled by the 12th man. Not easy when you just come in, getting used to the light conditions, and so he did a good job, Shanto, to get rid of Essen early with that catch. 36 he got from 32.81.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020, second T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Iftikhar Ahmed is in, 29 years of age. Big smacker of the ball. 118 is his strike rate, average 28.31. Shoaib is on strike. Bangladesh have uncoupled the pair, so Hassan Ali has fallen to some sort of injudicious shot. Wasn't needed. Pakistan were cruising, and certainly that shot made them lose the momentum. 82 for 3.
India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020, second T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
To take that catch in the deep. A wicket desperately needed, just what the doctor ordered for Bangladesh. They've got their foot back in now. They've got to ensure that the pressure is kept up. Mahmudullah Riyad marshalling his troops. He will be more encouraged now. As we were mentioning earlier, needs to be a little more proactive. Now that the wicket has fallen, we say one gets 2, Ramiz, and you never know.
Absolutely, and this is a good change. Mustafizur coming on to bowl. We know that he's got great change of pace, ability to pick wickets. And so wicket has gone down, new batsman in. Why not expose him to some classy left arm pace? What field is he being given? Right. 4 men in the ring, long off, long on in position. Square leg has been placed as well. There's a deep cover. Fine leg is up in the circle. Third man is there patrolling the fence. That cover fielder is in, probably for that slow ball, to get a top edge of the batsman. Nicely played for a single.
Well, Malik will know how to negotiate Mustafizur Rahman. What I'd like to see Mustafiz do is maintain what he's happy with, what he's comfortable with. He tries to bring, at times he tries to bring the ball back in, and in the process he loses it, goes down the leg side. There's been too many of those. But now, as you said, this is an opportunity with the new batsman in, target him, slip in. That would be nice. A few changes taking in the field. Yeah, I think they're going to put a slip in. That's good to see. Just wide, about 4th slip position. But that is why he because he does cut the ball away. And this kind of wicket pretty conducive to his kind of bowling.
Indeed. Oh, edge, and gets it past the keeper. So the trick almost worked. The slip fielder was positioned is far too wide for my liking. Edgy start to the innings from the heart.
Well, a bit of good fortune for Iftikhar. Yeah, we anticipate a slip, but as you said, it was a little too wide. Got that again to cut it away. The off-cutter bowled to a nicety, and he had the batsman fishing just beyond the reach of Liton Dash. Good effort, but to no avail.
He obviously didn't pick the lack of pace. Another top edge, and it's a misfield. Bangladesh can't afford such fielding act.
No, indeed they can't. They just got to be sure that nothing, not a single run is given away as extra. They've got into the game with the fall of that previous wicket. They almost had an edge, and look at this, closing the face, getting almost the back part of the bat. Now that's uncalled for. Very shabby in the field. And young Afif Hussain, of all people, who's normally a decent fielder, got to lift their spirits, got to be more agile.
Edge. They obviously are not reading his slow deliveries, his cutters. That's excellent piece of running. Shoaib Malik is quick between the stumps. So good bowling is not being rewarded here.
Not at all. There's been some shabby fielding. The throws from the deep have not been accurate. Got to get their acts together. It's all happening in the middle. The batsmen are under a bit of pressure. And even that was induced from the bat of Shoaib Malik, not the newcomer. Because it was Shoaib Malik batting, they took the slip away and paid for it.
.52 of 44 balls. Malik into the 30s. And another goodish ball. It's been wided by the umpire.
Seemed a bit harsh. Have another look at what angle where it actually passed the batsman. Malik knows that he's got to stay there. Let's have a look at this. Again, that little cutter takes it away.
Yeah, it's marginal. Nobody would have raised an eyebrow if that had not been wided. Anyway. Play and a miss. He's coming closer and closer to the edge of the bat.
He also induced an edge from both the batsmen. It's been a magnificent over from Mustafiz Rahman. But he's got to finish it with a good delivery. Bowled so very well, taken a wicket. Wants to finish it with at least a dot ball. And still the fielders at the edge of the 30-yard circle.
Works it away off the stumps because he had covered the stumps and pushed a single towards the leg side. 92 for 3 after.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
There are several ways to witness greatness. But we bring you the perfect chance to experience Australian Open the way it's supposed to be. We are waiting for you. Bring your gang at the nearest socials outlet. Australian Open, live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10-2.
Persisting with Amino. 3 overs, 1 for 23 for the leggy. Stayed low so that he could connect the ball. Hasn't been able to find the right length, the leg spinner.
Yeah, it's teething problems early days in his career, and he's basically been thrown in the deep end. But as I was Statsman informs us at middle overs, he always gets a wicket. 7 of 7 in the last game. So he's been pretty consistent in the recent past. What I like about him is he's not afraid to give the ball some air.
Bangladesh need to re-strategize this. New man in, Iftikhar, keep him on strike, make him hit the ball in the air, frustrate him for runs. Get an extra man in the ring. Do something different, Bangladesh. They need to 48 or 40 with 7 wickets in the tank. We've got to favor Pakistan to win this.
Well, you're right, and Malik has just given the strike back to Iftikhar. He's got 4 very lucky runs out of those 6 of 3 balls. Now, some pressure has got to be created on the new batter. The ball's gripping a bit. Aminul is getting some turn. Let's see what transpires. That's the feel for him.
There would have been this little meeting between the two batsmen. Shoaib, the set batsman out there, would have told Iftikhar not to worry. They're allowing us easy singles, so you need to concentrate on rotating the strike. Don't go for big shots and we'll be home. I think Bangladesh need to understand what Pakistan are trying to do and outsmart them. Get an extra man in. Make them work for those singles. That's a dot after a million years, it seems.
Yeah, very not too many dots, and that's been the problem with the Bangladeshi bowling and the fielding for that matter, in allowing too many singles to be taken quite comfortably right through this innings. But enticement once again. He's going quicker. Oh, now he's dancing down the wicket. Maybe the batsman exposed his intentions a little too early and he dropped it a little short.
14 overs.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup. Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020. Second T20I. Live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
It's not bad at all from a young leg spinner. He'll learn the art to be just a little bit more subtle with his variations. But 4 overs, 1 for 28 is absolutely priceless to start off this young kid.
Yeah, indeed, he can take a lot of heart from his bowling prowess. And in the future, obviously, as his experience is gathered, as he moves on with more and more games he plays over the years, I'm sure he's going to improve his bowling prowess. It's going to be a good asset in the future for Bangladesh.
Mustafiz has been removed from the attack. Obviously, they'd want him to bowl probably the second last or the last over. Required is 7.5. 2 overs, 1 for 11. Economy. It's economy plus wickets. It's going to be tough to have that great balance.
Yeah, another single that's quite easily attained. Shafiul Islam, the bowler, is one of the few who bowls pretty much wicket to wicket. Of all the pace bowlers I've seen in the past, he's been the most consistent ones in terms of control of his bowling. Only it's at times his lengths are a little bit awry. That gives the opportunity to the batsman to score runs. And at this moment, it needs to just try and get the batsman to get after him. You know, just some kind of delivery, the slow one, which might just fox the batsman. Can't afford to give pace now. They'll just keep on working the runs quite comfortably.
It appears as if Bangladesh are quite happy dragging Pakistan into the last part of the deal. Take this game into the 19th or the 20th over. That's a wide one.
he had to bowl that. After I mentioned that he's so much wicket-to-wicket bowler, had to prove us wrong, Ramesh.
Become so used to this commentator's curse. But I think it's a pitch where you can do this. Off-cutters and leg cutters, flattening the pace and forcing a miss-hit. Can easily have another man in the ring on the leg side. Fine and 4. Can't bowl the line with a man in the ring on the leg side.
Yeah, overcompensating. That's not on. Just because you bowl wide down the wide of the off stump, he's just trying to bowl it a little straighter. That's easy picking. Simple. Thank you very much. I'll just flick it away, glance it away, and take my team to the 100 quite comfortably with that stroke to fine leg.
He's quite an effective player in T20 cricket, in white ball cricket. Iftikhar 11 from 5. Hit hard and well fielded at point.
Fortunate. Could have gone either way. But it was there to be hit. It was short. It was wide. And if the guy will feel, yeah, that's the shot I should have played, the one he shadowed. But there again, as you mentioned, I think he's, despite his ability to hit the big balls, he has decided, of course he's been advised by Shoaib Malik, to just hold one end up, just cruise to victory here.
Nicely timed, well placed as well. That's good cricket from Iftikhar and good cricket, good running from Shoaib.
Unfortunately, under pressure, it's not good from Shafiul Islam, who normally is a bowler who keeps his cool, is not flustered by attacking batsmen. But during this over, he's been a little out of sorts, which is quite unusual for him.
It's been a difficult pitch to bat on and hit those big shots. The ball at times keeping low, no pace off the surface, no bounce. But this T20 series have got the fans coming in large numbers. Such a welcome break for the fan belt to be at the receiving end of not seeing any home cricket in the last 10 years. Fielder once again too deep to stop the rotating off strike. 106 for the loss of 3 after 15.
T20 ho ya Test cricket, men ho ya women, India ho ya Australia, love for cricket knows no boundaries. Watch the explosive T20I series to experience sensational batting and dazzling bowling. As the women in blue take on 2 cricketing giants. 2020 Women's Tri-Nation Series starts Friday 31st January. Live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Crowd have been entertained to some measured cricket. Nothing outrageous or robust in terms of this chase. 36 from 30 and only 3 down the home side. So comfortable equation, but you know what happens when players get a little excited or get the jitters near the end of an innings. And so suddenly that asking rate of 7s can blow out very quickly to 9, 10, 11. But we are now in the last 5 overs with Alaman Hussain. Hello, Waz.
Hi, Danny. They're in control right now, Pakistan. They have 7 wickets in hand. Required run rate 7.24. Shoaib Malik is looking good. Good comeback, 35 of 31. And Iftikhar is 15 of 10. They need 35 runs to win. 7 wickets in hand. 29 delivery to go. So far, so good for Pakistan. And I think when Bangladesh got to 141, they were about 15 to 20 runs short on this pitch. Although they got early breakthrough today, but they couldn't put pressure on Pakistan's side. That's where this bowler, Shoaib Malik, inside out, saw the fielder. Mid-off was up in the circle. A charge. And played that shot comfortably through extra cover for 4.
It's a calculated experience from Shoaib Malik. Probably thought as much. This could be on the fuller side. Got the dancing shoes on. Little skip. And a shimmy. As easy as you like from Shoaib. And again, just a little shimmy and he squirts another run.
I think that's the reason they need Shoaib Malik in middle order, because of his experience. They were wavered today, Bangladesh. The lines weren't there, the lengths weren't there. They got the early breakthrough early on. The captain, Pakistani captain, inside edge. Look at this pitch mark all day today by the Bangladeshi bowlers. Very rarely they were in the 3 stumps, down leg side or outside off stump. And that's where they have to improve, Danny, I reckon, in the next game.
Indeed. You get that radar right. Because you've got a bowler you feels. We all appreciate that in terms of the bowling plans. Captain says, look, what do you want? Set this, this, and this for you against this batsman at this given time. But you've got to put the ball where you need to, more often than not. And the visitors, it's been a little bit awry.
Looking in control, Shoaib Malik. That's what I always liked about him. He knows the situation. He controls the situation. And running between the wicket has been superb by Shoaib Malik. He's physically still one of the fittest cricketer in this Pakistani squad for sure. 27 required now.
Yeah, Malik into the 40s. Striking nicely at almost 1-2-4. Yeah, good simple stuff from Mr. Experienced. Ends the 16th. It's 116 for 3 now.
Watch Southampton versus Tottenham, Saturday 25th January, 8 p.m. Live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
.141 posted after their turn at bat, the tourists. 43 and a 39, the standouts. Skipper Muhammadullah not out 19. And a reply, Shoaib Malik, he's 43 and 0. And Iftikhar is going nicely, 16 from 11, good support. Kept the strike courtesy, that single off the last ball, previous over, Shoaib Malik. Shuffle is coming round. Once again, 2 straight on leg stump. Too easy.
44 Malik now of 36. Iftikhar 16. Partnership is also building up for Pakistan.
You have to go just having a little look around. The field set. There's the odd inconsistencies of the 22 yards here. Sure, changes of pace, but the odd one's just kept a little low.
It's not an easy wicket to bat. It's not one of those wickets where you go and play on the up at your will. You really have to work hard for your runs here. He had to spend time on the crease like Shoaib Malik did. Played some shots eventually.
Oh, big neck. Yeah, celebration. Hardly had to really look back because the batter was walking. Niftika goes. Good, healthy edge. Oh, he's not walking off, but I thought he was. Just wondering about maybe the gather. I'm going to come upstairs. I think it's an umpire's review to see if this is carried possibly.
Is fair delivery. Move on to front on spin one, please. Okay. Yes, yes. Go for the fair. Yes, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear to me. My decision is out. My decision is out.
Absolutely. Big neck. I mean, Iftikhar, he looked back at it. He knew he nicked the cover off. It really should have just kept going. We've all just got to...
Wasim, the new batsman. Strike rate of 145, averaging only 13. He has improved in the last 6 to 8 months, definitely as a batsman. He's batting in number 6 for Pakistan, and obviously the next batsman will be Rizwan, the wicket-keeper. They need 25 of 21 with 6 wickets in hand. Pakistan, it should be easy walk for them, but you never know when Pakistan chases. So far they're in control. Set batsman is on, the most experienced batsman, Shoaib Malik, 44 of 36, looking good.
$25 for victory. And again into that leg stump. And disgust from the fielders inside the ring with that first one from Shafal.
Easy pickings, that must be so frustrating for a captain when bowlers bowl a delivery like this, especially when you need a wicket under pressure. Pitched leg side, going down leg side, the fine leg was wide, so actually, like I just said, easy runs for Imad Wasim. First ball boundary. Pressure is off now from Pakistan. Run a ball now.
Yeah, Liton Das, he threw off his glove in disgust, did the Bangladesh keeper. A handsome looking stroke. Just one. Give the strike back to Shoaib. With 1 to go in the 17th, and that asking rate, yeah, was 7.2. It's now down to 6.3. Cruising. Could do with so he's very busy, as Muhammadullah, directing field and sorting guys out where he needs them, because Shaful Islam is going to come right arm round again to the right-handed Shoaib Malik. Oh, direct hit. Direct hit, and it would have been real interesting and probably real out. 17 done. 1, 2, 3 for 4.
It wasn't the best call from Imad Wasim. He called, in fact, Shoaib hesitated. He said go, directed. He would have been gone by miles.
Yes, he could have kept just running on back for an early shower, Ahmad, but he was lucky. the woodwork. Winter time, sun setting rather rapidly.
So what are you up to tonight for dinner, Danny?
Japanesey, take it easy.
One of the best in town.
I'll be there with you.
Yes.
Please. All very comfortable. Pakistan. Just a 19 off 18. Malik the man set on strike. And again, get into those legs. You're asking for trouble. Easy hustle for two. More to the total.
He's 3 shy off his half century. Shoaib Malik came out under pressure, I must say, 747 of 38. And I think that's where Pakistani captain Babar Azam wants him to be in the middle order because of the experience. When the chips are down, then you lose a couple of early wickets, he can come and he can hold steady the ship.
My bold fizz. Yeah, set as you said was, and he's looking for his 8th T20 international half century. Yeah, he's got 7, so he's looking for number 8 in a career that started back in 1999. In one-day internationals anyway, but you would have been there with him.
I think I was the captain, and I was the one who picked him up because I went to play for PIA. I was the captain of PIA. I think it was a one-day tournament at the time called Wills Cup, and I saw him first time. Straight hit, up in the air, there's a fielder. Oh, good effort, but in the end, all in vain. And that brings up Shoaib Malik's 8th T20 50.
Silky Shoaib Malik. He's always going to take a miracle to catch that. Get a hand on it. It's time to raise the blade. Once again, that classic change of pace from the fizz. Got there. Now, probably should have got that. Is that Najima? Sub fielder. He's taking a catch this afternoon. And it sounded good. Oh, it's some good fielding as well, because it was sweetly timed from Malik.
So again, the last delivery was short, was wide. Shoaib Malik is well set. He's on 53 now, 11 required to win for Pakistan of 14 deliveries. So the bowlers for Bangladesh, especially the fast bowlers, we showed you the graphic little while ago. Good effort by the fielder there. Graphic little while ago about their lengths. They weren't consistent. They were wide either side of the wicket.
Lovely wrist work. Had to reach and guide it. Take one and be happy, says the Shoaib Malik. So only one to go now in this 18th. Just what the home fans needed. Go 1-0 up in this 3-match series.
There's a bit of pressure on Pakistan's side. They lost last 5 T20s in a row. I think 2 against Sri Lanka, 3 against Australia. And they had to win all these 3 to still stay at number 1. Very crucial.
Fizz with his last delivery. That was his spell done. And Ahmad Wasim is going to keep the strike. We've had 18 overs and the home side are 133 for 4 here. Single figures required now for Pakistan. So, last rites. Turns the lights on and got the smartphones out, taking photos and get the light torches on of the modern mobile phone, just to help with those, should the home side need the light with the battery. It's a gorgeous light. It's twilight, the sun setting, and a terrific day in terms of weather. Fans have come in numbers late in the Friday afternoon. Alamein Hassan. Oh, it didn't bounce. He's a little unlucky here, Ahmad Wasim. He looks back down the pitch in disgust, but has to go because he's been castled.
Another wicket for Bangladesh at this stage of the game. It was a short delivery, and Ahmad Wasim thought, okay, I'll go for the pull shot. And it was a slow ball as well. Very well disguised. Back of a hand slow ball. Beautifully bowled. Ahmad Wasim departs for 6. Pakistan 133 for 5.
Pakistan have lost 5, and this brings keeper batter Mohammad Rizwan to the crease. All very comfortable. 9 from 11. This talented right-hand batter. Field has to come up a little bit and put some pressure on, close in on the offside, and Muhammadullah himself on the onside, inside the circle. In the air. And again, as a leg cut delivery. But Rizwan is underway in the end safely.
In the end, like you said, safely. Not a great shot. First ball, first up. You tend to play straight when you walk in. But again, beautifully bowled by Alamein. This was, he was nowhere near the ball at all. He missed that very well slow ball. Very well disguised slow delivery.
Yeah, delightful. And another one. And these little leg cutters. Pace off. And I think here a couple of flutters. Should they knock over Malik, maybe the back end of this over, and you get Rizwan out as well. Make things very interesting for final over. They need something like that. They really do need to knock these two over, particularly Malik. And there's a dot ball. Very handy. 2 in a row. The over reads a wicket. Brace. There's 2 runs, a couple of dots. Let's see if we can get another one. And Otis Gibson would dearly love that. And you're right there, West Indian, who involvement with the England setup, South Africa, West Indies, now Bangladesh. Talk about musical chairs. Well waited and watched. And the strike is back over to you, Shoaib Malik.
And shot away. They need 6 runs, Pakistan here. Shoaib Malik is really looking good here. In control of his innings and situation.
skipper was having a chat to Alamein. See if he can produce a Jaffa. Slow dipping full Yorker maybe, leg cut action, or maybe go for pace. Get an orthodox Yorker in. Last one of the penultimate over. He's always going to try and just noodle one and squirt one and keep the strike. Does so. 19 bowled. Home side 137 for 5.
So 5 runs required, Pakistan to win this game. It's a series of 3 T20s between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Tomorrow is the second one, and Monday is the third one. Fine leg is up in the circle, so is third man, mid-on, mid-off back. So is mid-wicket and square leg. And of course, man at backward point on the boundary too. Between mid-off and point fielder on the boundary, so Shoaib Malik probably will be looking to hit there, extra cover.
Shuma Shaka is graced and blessed with the final one. Does bowl a bit, seen in the franchise T20. Keep her up. And very comfortable too in the end there. Rizwan was always coming back for Malik.
Rizwan is quick and so is Malik, no doubt.
I just got the feeling it was resigned with only that handful of runs to get, 5 off the last, to win it. Rajshahi. Think about the overthrown Shoaib, says, calm down, Rizzy. We'll take one and be happy. And it's down to 2 from 4. 140 for 5.
Direct hit. Let's have a look. Oh, would have been close, Danny.
It just shows you again. These direct hits, what a difference they make. And also make things very exciting and interesting coming down to a last over. But yeah, it needed to be something like 11, 12, 13 to make Pakistan sweat a little bit. As it was, only need 5 for the last over. Long off comes up inside the circle to be orthodox. Long on's there. Square leg on the fence. Fine leg up. Point ready. Monadilla is sorting things out. He says to the Fizz, can you go back, please? Point on the fence. Decides to give it a heave. Down the throat. Oh, it's been shelled. Mitten. You mongrel.
What's happening, Jenny? Played a silly shot, dropped a catch, and then Pakistan won the game. Unbelievable. This is what this T20 is all about, isn't it, Danny? Drama, action.
And the finish. Cost the win there. Was down Mohammed Mitten's throat. And in the end, he slightly came in fractionally too far, overran it. And reverse cupped it back over his shoulder. Frustrating. Should have been taken every night of the week. And in the end, it is the winning moment in this first match of 3 in these T20 internationals between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Players shake hands. Shoaib Malik is going to be my man of the match, I reckon. Not out 58, a low-scoring affair. And the bowlers, no one really dominated with ball in hand, so Malik might be up there on stage. Bruce.
In the end, it was easy win for Pakistan by 5 wickets. Shoaib Malik obviously played beautifully under pressure, 58 of 45. He showed that why he's needed in this Pakistani T20 squad, because of his experience, because of his consistency, and good to have him back. Obviously, he showed with his performance. And Rizwan really had to learn. Just give the strike to your senior player, the guy who's well in. There's no point playing a silly shot. If you imagine if you were needing 6 of 3 or 7 of 3 deliveries. But again, you learn from your mistakes, so good performance by Pakistan team here today, winning by 5 wickets.
The winning moment is the drop catch, so a mishit, slog sweep. Crowd think it's going all the way, but it doesn't. There you go. There's the reverse cut shocker. And Mohammed Mitten, who's played a lot of cricket, a lot of white ball cricket. Jubilation for the home fans. Shoaib Malik, all that experience, guides the hosts through with a 58 not out from 45. 5 boundaries. Rizwan, yeah, got the winning runs, but courtesy of the drop catch.
Bangladesh was kicking right now. We were 50 to 20 run short today. They started off beautifully, and then they lost wickets. Babar went out without scoring in first over. Hassan Ali looked okay, 36 of 32. Hafiz, 17 of 16. Malik, for me, definitely so far played beautifully in this innings for Pakistan. 58 of 45. And they chased 142 for 5 in 19.3 overs.
Yeah, the bowling just needed to be a little bit sharper. Needed a bit more magic, really, from the Fizz at 1 for 40. Needed him to get 3 for 40. And then maybe Alaman, who was the standout 1 for 18 with 11 dots, was good. Maybe needed like a 3 for 18. So, Umanul, yeah, we got 1 for 28, but only 2 dots. You look at Shaful Islam with 12 dots, so half his overs were maidens there pretty much. Very good performance from him.
He's got 2 wickets as well early on in the first over of Babar Azam, the Pakistani skipper.
So, all in their readiness down there. I think, ready to go sideline. We've got Zainab down there. Don't think Zaini's hectic down there. A lot of excited individuals. So trying to get Zainab to flash interview down there. But I think Zaini's all in readiness now, my dear. Hello.
All right, Ehsan Ali, the T20 debutant is here with me. Ehsan, बहुत आपको मुबारक हो. सबसे पहले पाकिस्तान जो है बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट मैच था पाकिस्तान के लिए जीतना. लेकिन बताएं, आपका अपना डेब्यू, नर्वस थे आज?
पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करूंगा कि डेब्यू हुआ पाकिस्तान से, जो एक ऑनर की बात होती है. थोड़ा नर्वस था क्योंकि पहला मैच था तो थोड़ा होता है, लेकिन प्रेशर इतना नहीं था क्योंकि मिसबा भाई, बाबर जो सब सीनियर थे, उन्होंने काफ़ी कॉन्फिडेंस दिया था कि आप नॉर्मल क्लब मैच की तरह खेलें. और जितना उनका कॉन्फिडेंस था तो उतना प्रेशर महसूस नहीं हुआ.
अच्छा, मैं इसी पे आ रही थी कि अंदर से क्या इंस्ट्रक्शंस मिले थे कि अपनी नेचुरल गेम खेलो या फिर कोई एक प्लान था जिस पे आपको फॉलो करना था?
पहले बोला गया था नेचुरल गेम खेलने, जो अपना गेम था, लेकिन वो एकदम 2 विकेटें गिरने से थोड़ा गेम को प्लान करना था, तो उस हिसाब से प्लान करके भी खेलना कि विकेट पर स्टे करना है, जो शोएब मलिक भाई उनका साथ देना थोड़ा बस.
अच्छा, बांग्लादेश का स्टार्ट जो था वो रिलेटिवली अच्छा था, उसके बाद 2-3 उनकी विकेटें गिरी, रन आउट्स हुए कुछ. उस वक्त क्या टीम टॉक हो रही थी या क्या एक दूसरे को मोटिवेट कैसे कर रहे थे?
बॉलिंग हमारी काफ़ी अच्छी, क्योंकि हमारे फास्ट बॉलर, हमारे स्पिनर माशाल्लाह वो वर्ल्ड में काफ़ी फेमस है और काफ़ी तगड़े माने जाते हैं. तो इतना था कि 150 के अंदर रोक लेंगे, क्योंकि शुरू में भी काफ़ी अच्छा सर्कल रोका था हम लोगों ने. विकेट्स तो एकदम मिल जाती हैं और वही हुआ, रन आउट हुए तो फिर मैच चेंज हो गया सारा.
ये बताएं कि पिच के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएं कि थोड़ी ड्राई साइड पे थी, शदाब से पहले बात हो रही थी, वो कह रहे थे थोड़ी ड्राई है, आपको एज अ बैट्समैन कैसी लगी?
पिच थोड़ा कंडीशन मुश्किल थी, यानी कि थोड़ा बॉल फंस रहा था, जिसमें कह सकते हैं ड्राई कह सकते हैं, तो उसमें थोड़ा मसला हो रहा था खेलते हुए, यानी कि टारगेट गुड था पिच के लिहाज से।
अच्छा, ऑफ कोर्स अब हम जो है 1-0 अप हैं, सीरीज में बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट था पाकिस्तान के लिए, कंसिडरिंग एक लूजिंग स्ट्रीक जो थी हमें एंड करनी थी, तो दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव यू गाइस अ लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस।
सही कह रहे हैं, कॉन्फिडेंस तो काफ़ी आया माशाल्लाह। कोशिश करें कल के मैच में इससे अच्छा खेलें और पाकिस्तान को दोबारा जीत दिलवाने की कोशिश करें और कोशिश करेंगे इस जीत को बरकरार रखा जाए।
आपका पर्सनली मेंटोर कौन रहा है, या कौन सा ऐसा बैट्समैन है जिसको देख के आपने हमेशा से सोचा है कि मैंने ऐसे खेलना है, या इंस्पायर्ड है जिनसे?
इंस्पायर्ड हो तो रोहित शर्मा से, उनके जैसा तो नहीं, कोशिश करेंगे अपना गेम है वही खेलूं। इंस्पायर्ड तो मैं उनसे हूँ, रोहित शर्मा से।
एंड यहाँ पे अपने होम ग्राउंड्स पे खेलने का एक्सपीरियंस, उसके बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
क्राउड देख के तो काफ़ी मज़ा आया, क्योंकि अपने होम क्राउड में खेलने का तो एक मज़ा ही अलग है, ऊपर खासतौर पर डेब्यू अपने होम क्राउड में होना, एक लोगों का सपोर्ट, लोगों का आवाज़ देना, तो मतलब बहुत मज़ा आया, काफ़ी कॉन्फिडेंस मेरा लोगों की वजह से।
चलें, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम एहसन, ऑल द बेस्ट।